Hey, how's it going? I wanted to record a quick video on my process of attempting to repair this, uh, what is it? Uh, 55P607 TCL TV. Um, this is the original power supply board. I took it apart and figured out that this resistor right here was blown, and also that the MOSFET under here, this one right here, was completely shorted out. I replaced that and that resistor, and it still didn't work. So because of that, well, you can see my stand-in resistors because I didn't have the exact value of resistor, and I wanted to know if it would work or not before I ordered them. My hunch is that something in this area is fried, and yeah. So because of that, I went ahead and ordered this board, which, if we plug in, this is AC power right here, and got our power switch right here. So if I switch this on, so the biggest indicator to me that the power supply was what was dead was when you plugged it in, this light right here wouldn't do anything. And normally this lights up. So when I hooked this board up, after repairing it and also before I repaired it, this light would do nothing. Backlight wouldn't turn on, this wouldn't turn on, nothing would happen, absolutely nothing. So now with this board that I just ordered and received from eBay, hooked it up. It's just got the two cables right here. There's I think 6 screws along here, or 9 screws that hold it down. I have it just sitting on this kind of whatever case thing, just temporary. So I got that plugged in, hooked up. Now I'm going to switch it on. And we see that it's on. That is awesome. And then if I lift it up, oh, actually, so we can turn it on over here. That kind of starts blinking. And then we see we got light under there. And that's the old power supply rolling away. So that's awesome. Was able to repair this TV for about $100. Sadly, I would have loved to fix this one for like $10, but my hunch is that it's something in this, some kind of SMD component in this area is fried. And some things seem to have labels, some things don't. So I kind of just gave up and at that point ordered this one. And I am very happy that it seems like it works now. Okay, so now that I have the TV back together, I wanted to show you it working more properly other than just kind of lifting it, showing you that it lit up. So if I turn on the power here, we'll see this light down here turns on, and then we can come over here and turn the power on, hit the button, and it turns on. So what tipped me off that it was the power supply and not another issue which I read about, which was the backlight would die. And in that case, if you shined a light on the screen, you could see that the pixels were making color, but just the backlight wasn't lighting them up. And in this case, I knew it wasn't that issue because that wasn't a thing with the screen, and also this light down here would never turn on, which meant that the whole entire TV was not getting power at all. So because of that, I knew it was a power supply. So I immediately was trying to figure out what was wrong with the power supply, and I found that resistor and that MOSFET were just dead. The resistor was no continuity, and the MOSFET was completely shorted between all the pins were shorted to each other. And I have a clip that I will play that shows me testing that MOSFET, of comparing the MOSFET I had and the MOSFET that a new MOSFET. So stick around if you want to watch that. Okay, so this is how I tested the MOSFET. So here I have continuity tester, which hopefully you can see and also hear. So if I test this MOSFET, which is the MOSFET that was originally in that power supply board, we can see it's shorted everywhere. Even if I try to discharge it, it's completely shorted. Doesn't matter what I do. So if I take a new one, this is how a MOSFET is supposed to behave. No connection. Or well, there's a diode connection because this multimeter does diode and continuity in the same mode. Where if I charge it up, then it will conduct. And then if I touch it, now it's not conducting. So the little bit of voltage that the multimeter puts on this pin can cause the MOSFET to open, or to contact these pins. And if I touch it, it'll discharge. Now it won't. Or if I do the same thing on this one, so negative in the middle, it's connected. If I touch them, still connected. Doesn't matter what I do, they're all connected to each other. Not sure. Yeah, and these aren't supposed to be connected to each other. So this MOSFET's just completely shorted out internally, where this is how it's supposed to be behaving. So that's how I determined this was dead. I replaced this and the resistor that is attached to it, which clearly burned up because of this. And it still doesn't want to power up. So my hunch is that one of those SMD components that controls this MOSFET is also dead. And so yeah.